Hello, welcome back. This is Jacob, and today we are gonna be beginning the narration and character voice acting for the SOMNILOQUIUM SERENUM story. Or I guess I could just call it the Bangji Dream Ave Mujica collab story. That has not made it easier, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to our new collaboration story in Arknights, with an anime property that is also a music property that is also a real-life girl band. As much as I'm aware about the Bangji Dream franchise, I guess you could call it, I know that if not all, at least most of the bands that are present in the anime franchise in general, are actual real-life girl bands, and they all perform different styles of music and pretty banger songs altogether. Now, the Ave Mujica stuff, I sadly did not watch. I wanted to, in preparation to this collaboration, to actually watch the anime before heading in and to get to know these characters beforehand. Purely also because, not just because I'm interested to see what these characters are about, but also, and the anime is about, I mean, it's a musical anime, I've watched a lot of them, I kinda know already what it's gonna be about. even down to the plot probably, but regardless outside of that, I was kinda gonna watch it before heading into this collab, but sadly the last month has been just full of stuff. Just full of stuff. I barely have time to breathe sometimes on some of these days, so apologies if I have not watched this beforehand. But I will say this, the story so far does make me very interested in the characters and in the anime itself to see what happened there, especially because the very first cutscene seems to be, and correct me again if I'm wrong on this, the very first cutscene seems to be flashing back pretty much to events from the anime, I presume, and what happened between the characters in the anime itself. So it's very interesting. I'm presuming this story is kind of continuing like its own little thing from the anime, and it's doing its own little story here with its own little plot. But regardless, story is so far very good and interesting, and it also brings something into the mix that is part of the Arknights world and lore that we have seen very little of, quite honestly. So I am very happy to see it in here and to finally have it a bit more explored and see what this specific group of people is about. I'm not gonna say right now, for people who are still blind to it, who and what we're gonna be dealing with, but yeah, just hang tight for the first cutscene. But yeah, so far, the characters are very interesting. At some point in my life, I will find time, even if I have to make it, to watch the anime. But yeah, outside of that, all I can say is it's a very interesting story. And on my personal note here, I also want to say that, yes, a long time ago, I did watch some Bangji Dream stuff. Like, I think I watched the first 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons of the anime. I remember just that at some point I stopped watching it because episodes were coming out very slow. Unless I'm misremembering it, but I think this was the property that I was watching when I had this huge part of my anime watch time occupied by a lot of these music-oriented animes. And I remember one specific season of Bangji Dream coming out, and the episodes just took so long to come out. And I think that was the time when I jumped off the ship. I was like, I can swim faster. But yeah, joking aside, the animes that I did watch were pretty good. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed all the different bands and their styles of music. And again, like I said, these are also real-world bands that are performing on stage and everything and doing their own thing, so it's even cooler because of it. And I mean, the music in the background now is a banger, is all I can say. But regardless, this is a collab, and we shall go through it as per usual. So let's begin. And we obviously begin with our introductory cutscene on the stage SS-ST Triple S SS-ST1, titled Red Light at the Crossroads. The girl feels a daze in the drizzle. She wakes up to find herself in a different place. This masquerade is another huge success. Did you hear how loud they were cheering for the encore? I bet that one kid was a total Nyamu fan. Like her eyes were glittering like crazy when I came on stage. Man, that makes me happy. We should add a little more fan interaction to our next show. What do you say? It's one thing to think of ways to increase appeal, Yuteji-san, but do not lose sight of Ave Mujica's worldview. Nah. What, you afraid I'll steal a whole audience away? My fans are just here to soak up Ave Mujica's masquerades. Why not took them on Mujica itself? Your very posture is a part of the performance. We must not let our guards down until the curtains have truly fallen. It is our mission to see our guests enraptured in this masquerade. We must therefore present a convincing image. Alright. Say, Muko, didn't you get the biggest cheers when you took the stage? You were happy, weren't you? You wanted even more fans, didn't you? Be honest. I don't. Stop trying to incite Mutsumi, please. Come on, no arguing. I just think everyone's looking forward to the next performance. We've got so many people on our side right now. Here's our chance to repay them by giving our all. Saki-chan's doing her best to compose the new song, delighting the loft's been on so late these past few days. Be assured that in the face of all your efforts, I can hardly rest on my own laurels. Saki-chan. Sakiko, real talk. Remember to chill out a little. We all get what you're putting into this, Saki-chan. I'll make sure the lyrics are worthy of the new song. Togawa-san played me a sample before the show. It's a good song. Well, if I had to say, maybe the tempo could be a tiny bit slower. Huh? You all heard it already? When? Just before the show today. I think you were in the dressing room? I wanted to get the opinions of everyone, but time was short, so I simply played it for those present. And Nyamu made me go on her livestream as a guest. I didn't get to hear it. Ugh. What? Yutenji? Didn't I say not to... Look, the light's turning green. We can talk about this on the other side. What a headache. It's so wonderful. What's this all of a sudden? I was touched by what you were saying just now. Even after all we went through, even though we fought, the five of us are still together as a band. It's so wonderful. I've never asked them, but I'm sure everyone thinks that way. I know I do. As for me, I'm so glad you put your trust in me this way, Saki-chan. I could offer my whole life to Mujica. I really could.
Sakiko follows Uika's gaze. A group of girls are merrily crossing the road. They are unburdened, free of cares, as if this were all a beautiful fairy tale.
Though none say it out loud, they all owe a debt of gratitude to their Saki-chan. In Nyamu's own words, Mujica made her dreams come true. A dream... It's like how everything used to be. It's almost like we're dreaming. Huh? Dreaming? Come on, you two. Let's do this here. Are you telling me to cast aside our identity as a band? Well, band or not, I don't care. What? I mean, is there any reason we have to be a band for this? What in the world are... Besides, I don't hear Muko complaining. Hell, she's the one who said it won't last on TV. Never mind being a band, I don't think she'd lose too much sleep over leaving Mujica. That was... I won't let Mujica disband. Where'd you get that from? I didn't say anything about disbanding. A member leaving is the same as us disbanding, and it's a betrayal of our fans' support. And what I'm saying is, we've already betrayed it just now. Besides, you took a big show for someone too damn busy to show up to practice, don't you? That's just irresponsible, isn't it? How could you? If we're dealing in responsibility here, then I'd like to say you're the one who needs more practice, Yuteji-san.
I've never felt Yujinji-san to be lacking in practice. Togawa-san, aren't you the one not paying attention to your band members here?
Uika increases her pace to catch up with the other members who have gone ahead, but Sakiko lags dazedly behind the crowd. She stares blankly at the flashing signal. Her legs feel as though they've been filled with lead. She can't put a single step forward.
Hey, what are you standing there for? Did you leave something behind?
You still don't trust me?
Saki, the light's turning red.
Saki, the Budokan, is it okay?
Saki-chan?
You should go back, Saki-chan. Better you never saw me again.
I'm gonna wait for you if you don't keep up.
Disgusting. The traffic signal beeps its urgent warning. Sakiko tries to follow, but the light has turned red. Car after car flies past. Sakiko lifts the wind-frayed tips of her hair. The traffic light highlights her face in silhouette. Something falls into her palm.
Is this... rain?
Raindrops plummet from the sky, faster, heavier. A torrent of memories comes rushing back. The sound around her amplifies, the noise of the crowd and the horns of cars batter her eardrums. Rain soaks into her clothes, becoming one with her tears. Her sorrow and helplessness cannot be told, yet the way she cries towards the sky tells all. Melancholy and despair sweep over her, and her vision grows blurry along with the memories.
Sakiko! Sakiko! Time to get up, sleepyhead. It's a beautiful day. Miss Vigna? Am I dreaming? Nope. Excuse me, don't pinch my face. I'm not pinching that hard, just doing the check for you. See? Not that bad. You're not the one getting face pinched without warning first thing in the morning? Alright, I'll lay off. Go get yourself ready. I'll wait for you outside.
She presses her ear against the cool wall. The whir of the mobility layer transmits through the structure of the landship. Clank clunk.
So that was the sound of the mobility layer. What was that strange scene? And those people? So let me get this straight. You dreamt about a group of people you never met? Correct. The surroundings were completely unfamiliar too. Unfamiliar vehicles, unfamiliar buildings, unfamiliar clothing. Could it be a movie? Oh, sometimes I watch documentaries before I go to bed, and then I dream about being in those places. But I haven't experienced anything close to this before. Maybe you're just tired? Whislash was telling me how you always train until way late. Apparently you don't even stop until she tells you to. And I think I saw your name on the engineering department's volunteers list. You're still pretty new here. You've got plenty of time and plenty of chances to adjust. Maybe take a little vacation if you're feeling tired. Give yourself a break. I'm fine. I can deal with it. Miss Sakiko, a hand please. The medical department just got a bunch of patients that we need to arrange accommodations for. That's not meant to be Sakiko's job, is it? Besides, isn't this a little complicated for a rookie to handle? Sorry, but the person in charge wanted Miss Sakiko specifically. Where are we going? Show me the way. Huh? I've helped them out before. I'm well acquainted with the entire workflow. If they're short on hands, I will most certainly lend mine. Hey! Vigna, I'll see you at the usual place. Wait, hold on! Jeez, I don't remember her learning any of that. $53, $54, $55, $56. Almost done with the stuff on this shelf. It's good to go once it's packed. Ugh, it's been an hour. Where's Sakiko? There you are, Sakiko. I duly apologize. I ended up spending more time on the patients than anticipated. Not big. You know, you've only been on Rhodes a few months, right? Because it feels to me like you've been part of the place forever. Really? It does? Everyone's like, yeah, leave it to Sakiko, she'll do a good job. People are counting on you without realizing it. Heck, even I am. I have to keep reminding myself you're a rookie, and I can't put too much on your plate. I saw you sign up for the music club, but you've never gotten to attend any of our meetings. Vigna, it's alright. I joined Rhodes Island because I wanted to help people fight orypathy. Orypathy. If I recall, that's how your mom died, isn't it? Yes. Before she did, I was under the naive belief that I could live my days without worry or care. But Terra put the lie to that beauty. I watched Mother struggle against her illness until it finally took her. I've seen so much since joining Rhodes Island. Sufferings plague these lands as we speak, and I still have to learn. Yeah, I think I understand where you're coming from.
Are you done on your side, Vigna? The caravan's ready. We're just waiting on you and your batch of the supplies.
Oh, shoot, I'm on it! What are you packaging these supplies for? An emergency shipment? There's a town nearby that needs food and medicine urgently. The route's not safe. Need us to escort. I'll come with you. There must be something I can help with. No, you... Alright. Iris! There's no need to be so nervous. There's certainly no need to blame yourself. I should have noticed earlier. Even the best of us let things slip through the cracks. Besides, you only correspond through letters. It's natural you wouldn't notice. But she... You're hyperventilating again. Come now, take a deep breath. Relax. I gave Vigna a push just now. We'll be on our way soon. We have to make it there before dark. We will. We know what to do when we see her. We hashed it all out. Just follow that and everything will be fine. Sorry we're late. That's alright. Not a moment too soon. Driver, take us away.
The engine rumbles, and the vehicle accelerates through the passage.
I hope we still make it in time. Oh, we were in such a hurry I almost forgot. Let me introduce you girls. This is Sakiko, our new trainee operator. She's from Victoria, just like you guys, and she's helping me out with logistics work right now. Iris and Benna here are, how do I put it? Oh yeah, fairies. Fairies? Now, Vigna, we can introduce ourselves. We've done this song and dance more times than we can count. So, Miss Sakiko of Victoria, I assume you know fairy tales of the Castle of Dreams? I read some in storybooks when I was little. Do you believe they're real? Uh-huh. Well, I did pester Mother about them plenty at that age. So you don't believe in them now? Well, I don't mean that exactly. But every fairy tale is true, you know? Deep in the forests of Victoria, there towers the Castle of Dreams, where fairies make their home and bring sweet dreams to every child. Does it really exist? Say, you're not all grown up yet, right, Sakiko? Maybe those weird dreams of yours have something to do with the fairies. Fairies would never barge into children's dreams without permission. It's not the done thing. Dreams are the reflection of oneself and the formation of thought. Doubly so for a child whose mind is still delicate. Some dreams can change a child's entire life. We bring sweet dreams to children, yes, but first we gain their permission. Then we consider very carefully what the stuff of said dreams will be, and when exactly to bring them. I have to say, the dreams I've been having are a far cry from sweet. Bewildering is the more appropriate word. You can always have Iris help you interpret your dreams, once she's a little less busy. Iris can? Actually, when was the last time either of you had time off? Sakiko never got to meet you two cause you spent so little time at Rhodes in the first place. Iris is the master of Castle of Dreams. There's a lot that demands her personal attention. It's a shame I'm not cut out for dream spinning myself, else I could lighten some of her load. Though there are others with the talent to spin dreams, but that child is much too dangerous. So is that the order of business this time as well? Bringing sweet dreams to children? Yes and no. Iris, can I tell her? I'll tell her myself. 1 year ago, I happened across a storybook that utterly captivated me. I wrote to the address on the title page and became pen pals with the author. Through letters we exchanged fairy tale interpretations and imaginations with one another. But more recently her replies began to dwindle. It had been a while since I'd seen her messages too. Then 2 days ago I got a letter from her, and inside was a brand new story she had written. The protagonist girl has a quick-tempered father, and she finds herself isolated among children her own age. It was the complete opposite of all her previous stories, and she told me this was what her life was really like. In closing, on the cups of adulthood, she mentioned her birthday. The date is tomorrow. She wasn't even an adult yet? Jeez. And the single line at the end of the letter keeps haunting me. She said she didn't want to grow up.
This will be my final letter.
Less than 12 hours until the day turns over. Yes, that's why Iris is in such a rush. We must hurry to the town and find... What was that? We just burst a tire. The roads here are shut. What?
Under the blazing sun, waves of scorching heat sink through the skin. This is going to be a very long wait.
Alright, that's our introductory cutscene, and yeah, as you've seen by the end there, we are dealing with the Castle of Dreams crew. Now that is a group of people we have not really seen much about. That's as much as I can say. We have not really seen much about them, and we have very sparse information, so I'm very excited what this story is gonna teach us about them. Very interesting place to put them also into a collab of all things, which makes me even more interested to see how this story is gonna wrap up at the end and what they're gonna be showing about this. And also, this is a very interesting menu as well, because as we're gonna be progressing, stuff in the background is gonna be changing, as you guys can see. But anyway, let's continue. Oh, yeah, before we continue to the next thing as well, as you've seen in the first cutscene as well, there's a couple of things at the beginning which I'm presuming are connecting back to the anime. Again, I have not watched the anime, so I don't know specifics, but it seems that a couple of those flashbacks were from the actual anime. So, hey, if you watch the anime, you have a better understanding of what that was about. I will eventually. But yeah, it's very interesting. Also, seeing Sakiko in the Rhine Lab, the Rhodes Island attire was very interesting as well. I'm surprised that is not like a default skin or kind of like a free skin for her. Actually, I'm more surprised that I actually committed to give her another skin. Which, by the way, not the only character with a unique skin for this story, which is even more surprising. You'll see what I mean when we start going further into the story. But yeah, let's continue. Next up is the training stage titled Moonlight Beyond the Bridge. The winch is turned and the drawbridge is lowered. Step forward and explore the castle in the pale moonlight. No cutscene here, so we continue forward, only mechanics explained for the stages to come. Our first battle stage is titled Dream of the Lattice Window. Some are adventurous visitors, others accidental guests, but they bear witness to the same fairy tale within the dark metal windows.
A remote Victorian town, 9:37 p.m.
We're 4 whole hours behind schedule. We don't have much time left until midnight. These streets are deserted. We're not finding a map in a place like this either. This is a rotten turn. We should split up. We have our communicators. If anyone finds anything, page the rest. Not a bad idea. Wait, okay, that works for us, but you don't have any solo experience, Sakiko. I can't let you go alone. Now is hardly the time for that, is it? You heard what she wrote. This will be my final letter. In the worst case scenario, she's a... But... Vigna, I'll be fine. By Miss Vislash's account, I'm ready to operate in a squad based on my current abilities, remember?
Sakiko takes out the communicator.
And I'll call at the first sign of trouble. Is that satisfactory? Good! And don't forget us! Fine. Just be careful, yeah? I will. Miss Iris, what's her name and address? Her name is Anne. Address 33 Garden Street. Acknowledged. We'll start from this crossroad. Split up, and let's begin. How can these streets be so complicated? Is someone selling flowers there? Why would someone be selling flowers at this hour? No matter. I need a lead. Excuse me? Excuse me. Do you know where Garden Street is?
You're on it. Would you like a flower, miss?
No, thank you. Would you happen to know which way number 33 is?
Look up and follow the setting sun towards the west. Last house at the end of the street. That's number 33.
Madam, it's already night.
Oh, that's why I didn't hear any footsteps in the streets. Silly me, doddering about. Suppose it's time I went home.
Is your sight...
Don't you worry about me. Got somewhere to go, don't you? Better go. The nights are dark here. Now don't you get lost again.
Thank you. You be safe too.
"33 Garden Street.
Towards the west. This is the place she meant then.
The old door creaks as Sakiko pushes it open.
It reeks of alcohol in here.
The ground is covered in muddy shoe prints. In a corner, there stands a ragged man. He looks all around, then starts going through the bottles tightly tucked away in the corner, picking up each one. Empty. 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 Hello! Hello! Where the hell are you? Is that it? You're abandoning me, running away just like she did! Anna. Anna. I won't drink anymore. I swear, starting today, I'll do my best. The man collapses to his knees in agony, then promptly screams in pain. His palm is pierced by a shard of the bottle he broke. Anna! There's blood on the floor! I'm bleeding! I'm dying! Anna! Come back, Anna! I'm dying! Anna? You're back?
I'm not Anna.
You are. You are! It's me! Don't you remember me? The man makes a crawl towards Sakiko, but lets out another scream. Inexplicably, a wave of lamentation washes through Sakiko. She places her hand on the battered door frame.
Let's go. So the story you never published, that was an account of what really happened to you? Yes. I do love fairy tales. Like when Mom was still around, she bought me heaps and heaps of storybooks. We were happy back then. Me and Mom and Dad. But the happiness left with Mom. I tried to write about all I'd gone through, show it to others, but nobody wants to read about oppression and despair. So I turned every sentence on its head and let them become the most beautiful fairy tales of all. But I stopped reading fairy tales long ago.
Anna.
Please don't call me by that name.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Don't worry. You've been much kinder to me than anyone else.
There's Iris, actually. She's worried about you.
You know Iris?
I do. I came with her to find you. I just gave her a call, and she's right on her way.
Iris.
You don't want to see her?
I know how busy she is. Every day she has so much to take care of.
You're a very important friend to her.
You know, I was up on a high place today, and I kept standing up and looking down. But I had all the letters she wrote to me in my pocket. I kept every last one, and I just kept holding on to them. She told me to keep living, that the sweet dreams of my fairy tales would come about someday. I don't know if I should trust myself or trust her.
You can absolutely trust her. She's a real fairy after all.
Fairy?
You'll understand as soon as she's here. She says, before you become an adult... Sakiko looks up at the clock. It's an antique one, hung high on the wall, and the hour and minute hands are slowly converging upon each other.
Damn it. What is it?
Iris was saying, before you become an adult...
You mean before my birthday? Iris wants to celebrate my birthday?
Yes, and we're running out of time.
That's alright. I haven't celebrated my birthday in so long anyway. I'm not a child anymore. When you're grown up, you don't need celebration.
Sakiko's gaze flits around, and something catches her eye. Anne, how about I give you your birthday blessings?
Huh? Okay.
It is a piano. The moon shines upon it, as though it was put there just for tonight. Even if Iris' sweet dream doesn't make it in time, Sakiko wants to do something for Anne.
In your last moments before you become a grown-up, an adult, Allow me to play you a lullaby as a present. Got it.
Sakiko paces up the steps and sits below. Their hearts beat, the clock ticks, the sounds gradually come into focus between them. Thump thump, tick tock. Sakiko's fingers weave through keys of black and white. The notes leap with the passage of time, giving sincerest blessings to the miracle of the girl's birth. Thank you for coming into this land. May the future hold happiness and joy for you. May the child live forever in your heart. As the final note settles, a church bell rings.
Happy birthday, Anne.
Sakiko turns to look at the girl, only to find she has fallen asleep at the table, her face the picture of peaceful slumber.
Happy birthday, Anne. Benna's in the church, waiting for Anne to wake up. Let's take a little stroll outside, shall we? Thank goodness you made it in the end. It was close. Thank goodness indeed. What kind of dream did you, spin for her? A room of pure white, so clean it could not be real. And in there, first things first, I inquired if she'd be willing to enter the dreamland I'd spun for her. You are quite the noble lady, aren't you? Please do not take what Benna said at face value. You must have the child's permission before you enter their dreamland. It's a necessary procedure as ordained by the Castle of Dreams. I see. Did you talk about anything else with her after that? In her dream, I told her how truly beautiful her words were, and that I hope she can continue to write. Whatever the style, whatever the story, it hardly has to be a fairy tale even. Yes, that's what I wanted to tell her too. Before her eyes, I unveiled each and every character she'd penned. Mr. Decaytooth, who loves to eat fruit, Miss Dolly, who walks on her hands, and they all had a tea party together. How wonderful. If only Anne could stay in the dream forever. Dreams are not for wallowing in. No matter how sweet the dream, one has to wake up in the end. Even if reality is callous and chaotic. You and Ben have such powerful originium arts. Sakiko, you misunderstand the power of fairy tales and the Castle of Dreams. In the face of reality, what we can accomplish is so very limited. It is but one thing. We nestle a seed deep in the deepest depths of a child's heart. Likely, it is what they consider the most important event or thing to them as children. It usually lies quietly deep within, but at crucial moments, when people are at their weakest, it gives them strength. Am I being a little too weighty here? No. I saw the conviction in your eyes as you spoke. I'm sure the dream you spun for Anne will stay with her and give her the courage to live in the days to come. I believe so too, though my reason is a little different. Huh? Before I spun her dream, I found in her heart a tiny seed. Sweet dreams from the castle are far from the only way to plant these seeds of faith. It's all thanks to you, Sakiko. Yeah, your piano was amazing. I told you you'd be a killer musician. You need to get on stage at Rhode Island's concerts. Oh, please, Vigna, spare me.
As Vigna and Sakiko mock fight, Iris draws an item out of a box.
You mentioned having strange dreams, Sakiko. Carry this necklace with you, and the nightmares should lessen. Are you, sure I should have this? Just take it honestly. It's nothing valuable. A little arts enchantment, that's all. Hey, give me one too. Do you also have nightmares? I mean, probably, maybe? I don't remember. No, I can tell you've been a perfectly sound sleeper all your life. Man, it's no fun dealing with you fairies. Nothing secret from you.
As her colleagues chat, Sakiko carefully puts the necklace on. She feels a gentle coolness at her neck that then spreads through her entire body.
Oh, how beautiful. Iris, Vigna, look.
Nobody's there.
Vigna? Iris?
Sakiko looks around. Sakiko looks around her. Nobody's there.
Where? Hello?
Sakiko begins to make for the church she just left, every step more urgent than the last.
Benna? Anne? What? Why am I back at Rhodes Island? Miss Sakiko? Are you alright?
Are you alright? Hello?
It's like how everything used to be. It's almost like we're dreaming. A dream? Sakiko! Sakiko! Time to get up, sleepyhead. It's a beautiful day. It's so cold. My head hurts.
Sakiko.
Where am I?
She's inside a massive castle. Looking up at the sky through the large window, she saw twin moons floating in the night sky. The cold has cleared up her mind. She looks around her.
What kind of creatures are these? Oh my. Did someone come to?
The crisp sound of heels striking the ground rings out from the shadows. And thereupon a figure emerges and slowly draws close to Sakiko. Clack, clack.
How boring.
Fairy tales tell of a castle that only children can see, somewhere in Victoria. Kind fairies live in the castle, treating children to banquets and making their wishes come true with sweet dreams. But no one knows what the Castle of Dreams really looks like. These sweet dreams begin to fade from memory the moment the children leave the dream. Sweet dreams are continuously created and forgotten. A cycle of creation and forgetting. Is this not rather unfair to the gentle, overworked fairies? Yes, Morpheus.
Welcome to the Castle of Dreams. I'm its current master, Morpheus. Master of the Castle of Dreams? You... what have you done? Exactly what you dreamt of, no? I had you all dream a dream. Simple. But your dreams are no entertainment, just filled to the brim with boredom. Ugh, not to mention those two horrid pests. You know them? Iris and Benna? I wouldn't say we're intimate. So they're real? They don't just exist in a dream? I wish they only existed in dreams. Now could you stop bringing them up? You're talking to me! I'm the master of this place right now! Let me leave. Not happening. Why would I just let you go now? So few children have come to the Castle of Dreams lately. The Corretans can't talk. There's a single wolf, and it can't stop stammering.
Sorry.
You trapped me in this castle because you personally were bored? As if I'd do it to just anyone. No. Your memories were interesting. Your experiences and those alien places. I studied them over and over. You pried into my memory? Didn't the blue one tell you? Understanding a child's past is vitally important to creating a dream for them. Now, you're quite special. Even after all the unforgettable things you've been through, your mind has stayed clear as a whistle. Now, to make up for this little regret, I'll spin you another sweet dream. We happen to be face to face this time, so you can tell me. Wallowing in dreams and the pain of the past is a sign of weakness. Stubborn, aren't you? Well, if we're to be believed and those who cannot face the truth are cowards, then there certainly are a lot of cowards around.
The curtains are pulled open, and chairs slowly rise from under the stage. In those chairs sit the most familiar faces Sakiko could know.
Uika? Mutsumi? Yutenji-san? Even Yahata-san? Why are they all sleeping?
The surroundings have become as a stage. The sleeping girls are like dolls on a set in peaceful slumber. Not a whisper, not a sound. Sakiko tries to wake each one of them up, but to no avail.
Save it! It's useless! I'm more than confident in my abilities. They're deep in their sweet dreams, and you won't be able to rouse them. Say, is there anything wrong with the dreams I've spun for you? Your Rhodes Island friends trust you. Isn't that nice? No unwanted farewells, no need to hide behind a mask. Look at these girls. Are you calling them cowards too? Since I can wake up from your dream, they can too.
Suddenly, Sakiko feels powerful forces pulling at her, and finds her limbs caught tightly in threads. She fights the panic of not being in control of her own body, trying to stay calm. But the tightly wound threads magnify her every tremble.
You are so stubborn. Can't you just admit when a dream is beautiful? You...
Sakiko struggles to rein in her breathing.
You do seem confident in your powers, don't you? Perhaps no one before me has escaped one of your dreams. Of course! I'm the top dream spinner of all the castle's fairies. Your awakening was an accident. Give it another shot and I'm sure it won't happen again.
Sakiko can clearly see Morpheus clenching her teeth through the last few words, but an expression of bright innocence replaces it in the blink of an eye.
Yes, Sakiko Togawa, was it? If you're so confident, let's make a bet. A bet? Yes, an absolutely fair and even one.
The more childlike the smile on her conversant's face, the more dangerous she seems.
It's very simple.
Even as the girl rounds the stage, Sakiko can feel Morpheus's glare fixed on her. Not just hers. There are countless more eyes on Sakiko, peering from the darkness.
I'll invite you into each of their dreamlands and give you the opportunity to wake them up. You can meet them, get to know them, and see the kinds of lives they're leading in there. I'll let you leave if you can make them wake up like you did. And if you fail, they'll stay dreaming forever. I'll wake them up. I won't leave a single member of Ave Mujica behind. I selected each of them because they're the best of the best. I will not allow you to manipulate any of them. We'll see about that. If you fail, I'll have a nice tailor-spun dreamland for you to go back into too. And this time, you won't wake up again. I'll make you forget all your old hurt and make you willingly live inside it. Well, getting cold feet. Do you want to take back all that bluster? I could decline on the spot, but you would hardly let me go, would you? You're smart. I look forward to seeing the look of despair and helplessness on your face when you find yourself in their dreams. Sakiko Togawa. I'll prove it to you. You won't get away.
Morpheus waves a finger, and Sakiko's vision immediately blurs. Colorful, twisted lights and shadows rush into Sakiko's mind. A cheering crowd in front of the stage. A shadow in a rainy night. A lone girl sitting on a chair. Countless indistinct silhouettes.
Enjoy sweet dreams.
An unending stream of cars, towering buildings reaching into the clouds, and inescapable neon signs.
Am I out of the dreamland now? No.
Fresh fin balls! Have a look, have a ball!
Hurry! There's a whole line waiting. We'll be late for the event.
Hello? Package! Nobody home? I'll leave it at the door then.
Modern buildings? Animal ears? What is this place?
The world's traditional Lungmen handmade are printed on the packaging of snacks by the name of Finballs. Pedestrians hitch rides on vehicles with large Lungmen transport signs that rush past before her eyes. The deliveryman's shirt bears the same word too, Lungmen.
Lungmen. Whose dreamland could this be?
Sakiko hears a familiar voice coming from above.
Good evening, Nyamu Nyamu. Hello to all my fans. Fresh new talent Nyamu here. My newest role as the lead in The Drummer Girl is in the theaters right now. Support your local Nyamu today.
It's 3 in the morning, sleepless nights. What if you get hungry then?
Nyamu X Finballs are here for you. The favorite Finballs of Nyamu and Cloud Beasts alike. Order yours now. Get your makeup done in just 10 minutes. The Dream Painter Express kit lets you get the perfect makeup in just a few simple steps. Come with Nyamu. Let's be the mess we wanna be. Nyamu loves you too. Her ads are everywhere in this stream.
I'm going crazy! Nyamu's so cute! Every expression, every move, every word. Oh my gosh, she just steers my heartstrings!
Can I really become as pretty as Nyamu? I wanna be the same. I wanna buy the same thing. This place is packed. Is everyone here just here to see her?
Of course. Nyamu, she's like a daughter to me. She's so lovely.
Are you alright?
Nyamu! Nyamu, I see her!
Where? Move it, let me through! Excuse me, please don't push! Yutenji! Oh, look at the state of her! And it's only just begun! How very, very fun!
Why?
Huh?
There's no need. She can't win.
And there's no need for you to chime in when you can't even talk properly. I can figure this out. While she's in the dream, I can figure out what went wrong. I am the most talented dream spinner in this castle.
Morpheus gazes upon the slumbering girl and says no more.
Alright, immediately some interesting stuff, but before I say anything, first let's start introducing our new enemies. First off, we have the snoozing Mauler, tooth-shaped object in a dream, a manifestation of the wish to eat sweets to one's heart's delight without the fear of cavities. That is why they would rather stay forever in a fairy tale than wake up. The second one is the background clown, strange puppets that built the set for the never-waking story. They hate having light shine where they rest, so they ride the balloons they made trying to block out the moonlight shining through the window. But yeah, interesting stuff. We got introduced to some Castle of Dreams characters, and that little munchkin, aka Morpheus, is not really on good terms, it seems, with Benai and Iris. Very interesting. Very interesting dynamic there. She seems to be quite the quite the mischievous kind. And then we have that wolf guy, something? I don't know if real or some art creation or something else, but I guess we'll see how the story is gonna be progressing around around him, whatever that thing is. Very interesting though. Wolf in a suit. But yeah, we got a bit of Castle of Dreams stuff, we see what's happening, and still no real explanation of how these characters are here and how they landed from, well, reality, basically, in this world and what is happening. But who knows, maybe by the end of the story we'll know. For now, it's just a mystery. But yeah, also might be starting to seem familiar as we're going to be progressing with these parts, with these individual stages here at the beginning. But outside of the introductory stage, pretty much every single one of these stages is gonna be mostly focused on a single character. And that's how we're gonna be progressing further into the future. And, oh yeah, before I also forget, two quick things. Number one, Vigna, and seeing Vigna back in a story after like... When was the last time we saw Vigna? I think that was in the first Siesta story of all places, and that's been ages. That really has been ages since then. So that's kind of like a welcome return to see some old characters back in some kind of story format. And it makes sense that she's here because Vigna is part of a band in the Arknights universe. So cool, cool that they did that. And yeah, also, good god, the story with the child in this first note, my god. I was just casually standing on a roof and looking down. No big deal, right? Yikes. Anyway, let's continue on to the second stage, which is titled Quiet Hallway's End. Did that doll at the end of the corridor just open its eyes? Am I imagining things? Then when did this doll behind us appear? Spooky.
Before the gaze of thousands upon thousands, I'm still as a doll. I go where they want me to go. I make the sounds they want me to make. I do not fear love.
For 2 days and 2 nights, I haven't seen a single soul. Which way is Longman? Which way is home? Dad, Mom, I'm thirsty, tired. Are those buildings so far? I'm almost there. Don't fall asleep.
Cut! Wonderful, Nyamu. That's exactly the feeling I was going for. An ordinary village girl leaves everything behind on a journey to pursue her musical dreams. This scene is her darkest moment. After this, a serendipitous encounter sets her on the path to becoming Lumen's favorite musician.
Appreciate a compliment, Thee. Don't know why, but when I read the script, I found myself really identifying with the heroine.
Of course! It was tailor-written just for you, Miss Nyamu.
Yeah, right. Like we didn't rewrite it in a rush to make the New Year screening. Huh? The investors saw the success of the drummer girl and demanded we cast you for the lead role. Then your agency wanted the movie out for the New Year screening, so the director here made me rewrite the script in a week. In the original ending, the girl was meant to have this phantasmagoric dream in her dying moments. Under a blaze of dazzling lights, an unremarkable girl staggered her way onto the awards podium. There, in her dream, she finally won everyone's recognition and made peace with everything. That's what the ending was supposed to be. A savage, ironic satire.
Ding-ding-o-fi. Do you think that trash you wrote would have got funding like this without Nyamu's name value?
Who gives a shit about your funding? You've been kissing sponsor asses for so long you've forgotten how to make art. Stories like this just don't come true. Ordinary people never just get the chance to step into the spotlight. you don't know that because you're not from the countryside. Well, I am, and I know.
I'll show you, third-rate hack writer! They close the distance, and the war of words turns physical.
Guys, you could talk this out.
I've always wanted to strangle you for those garbage shots of yours, Rinitian Ranbang.
Punk guy, you just see, you're the first one I kick out the door when I get rich.
Hello? Can you not? Hospital called. Director and scriptwriter got put in the same ward, in facing beds. Both of them are in neck bracers though, so all they do is stare at each other. Still, this means we can't shoot for a while. Well, I haven't had a proper break in a hot minute. I'd say this is a silver lining for me. We'll contact you once we nail down an upcoming shoot schedule for you. Just be on standby till then. Man. I don't know why, but that's a weight on my shoulders. No, I can't relax yet. Mom?
The girl picks up her phone, slides the balcony door open, and steps outside.
You at dinner yet, Nyamu? You all busy? Sure I ate. Us folks at home been having a great year for wheat. Out in the fields before sunup, harvesting away till sundown. What? You don't listen when I tell you, huh? Take it easy, slow down, enjoy country living. Just don't want you to go wearing yourself too thin, sweetie. You get weary out there, come home and take a break. Say, sweetie, what I wanna eat for the holidays? Me and Dad will whip you up something. I ain't making it back for the holidays, come on. I'm always busiest when everyone else ain't. That's so. Mom, you got Sis on the phone?
Sounds of running can be heard.
Sis, we saw the trailer for your new movie on TV. Too bad there ain't no theaters around here. We wanna buy your tickets. Hey, no sweat. I'll send you all a copy when they print the discs. Yay! You looked so cool in the movie playing on the drums.
I'm starting to learn drums too. Been using your old set to practice. Bet you've been getting mad crazy at the drums now, right? I wanna perform on stage one day just like you.
I, been a little busy lately. Ain't, had time to practice. But I am no slacker, no way. You and me, let's knock 'em dead.
You bet. Okay, Mom's yelling at us to go to bed. You sleep soon, sis.
You all take care of yourselves. Night.
Good night. Miss Nyamu, the agency just received an offer for you from a major variety show. Recording starts tomorrow at 8 p.m. and it's slated to run into the early morning. Are you available?
That's sudden. Oh, wouldn't you say?
Well, the other guests they're inviting on is Miss Sora, the idol girl. She's about even with you in terms of fan base, and she's well regarded in both inside and outside the industry. It's a great opportunity for exposure, and I know the schedule's a little tight, but the agency would really love for you to be on the show.
Okay, tell them Nyamu's looking forward to working with them all.
Great. That's a wrap for today then. Good night, Miss Nyamu. Sweet dreams.
Well, at least I'm getting sleep tonight.
She looks up at the digital clock on her coffee table. It reads 23 minutes past midnight. She flops hard on the sofa, letting it envelop her as she sinks snugly in.
How many months since I practiced last?
Nyamu drags herself out and over to the electronic drum set. A thin layer of dust has already formed on these cymbals.
Where'd my sticks go?
She has almost forgotten the last time she held a drumstick. Was it at home? Or on the set of The Drummer Girl, even longer ago?
Screw it. See what's on TV, then call it a day.
Hello to all my fans. Fresh new talent Nyamu here. I just started in The Drummer Girl, airing in theaters now. It's a super intriguing movie, and I hope you all see it on the big screen. My dreams to be the best drummer in Lungmen. No, in all of Terra. Come with Nyamu. Let's be the mess we wanna be.
I've gotta leave some things behind sometimes. I'm a pro. That's what it means. I know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I now introduce our celebrity guest tonight, Sora!
Hi there on the left, hi there on the right, and hi there down the middle. Hi all, I'm everyone's idol Sora from Monster Siren Records.
Just look at how excited they are.
I really am glad you love me so much. But I'm sure you're all expecting our other guest who's joining us last minute tonight, because I know I am. I'm a huge fan of hers. Oh, you can't wait either, can you? Alright, let's give a big warm welcome to Miss Nyamu. Good evening, Nyamu Nyamu. Hello to all my fans, Nyamu here. I'm so happy to see you all.
Show me your pass. No entry without one. If you're not staff or registered, stand outside and stop squeezing through. Yo, just too many people.
Sora! Nyamu! I love you!
Hey, stop that guy! Don't let him get inside!
This place is an utter mess. Why are there so many people? I don't see any chance of infiltrating inside.
Hey, little lady, wanna head inside and see the stars?
Huh?
Whose fan are you? Sora's or Nyamu's? Whichever it is, I've got methods. I can get you in to see her.
Why are you assisting me?
Hey, no need to be nervous now. That won't cost you that much. Here's the price.
I don't have the money.
Hey, this is a bargain price as is, no haggling.
That doesn't change the fact that I don't... Dubious doesn't begin to describe this man, but I really don't have any alternative right now. If I don't seize this chance... I'll just have to trust him for now.
She digs through her pockets.
Here, this is it. All the money I have on me. What do you make of that?
Deal! Follow me!
Staff-only access?
Yeah, let in through here.
What about the visitor's pass?
Don't have any.
So you're a staff member?
Nope.
Then how do we get in? What do you intend to do if someone catches us?
I said I've got methods. You want to see the stars up close or not? Guy, he heard us.
He's coming this way. We have to hurry before he...
Hey, what the hell are you doing here? I told you to be on standby with the backup equipment. Stagehands don't matter, huh? Is that your opinion? What's your plan when the prop crew needs backup? And you're sitting on them, huh? You little punk. Scheming off like that.
Hey, no need to be so harsh. Look at her. She's scared so hard she can't even talk.
Don't just stand there then. Get back to the set.
Understood.
Young lady, the set's that way.
Don't tell her. Let's see her come back and beg when she can find it. I'll knock her pay for any losses from holding us up.
You gotta do your best.
You gotta do your best.
Well, go, move it.
Oof. Hard to make a living these days, isn't it?
Hey, how's the stitch over there?
All good here.
All good here.
Good, keep on trucking. Job's got me so damn busy my head's exploding. Nyamu's just too damn popular. Got a Nyamu fan on every corner.
Nyamu must be having a tough time too. You know how Miss Sora gets up before the sun's risen to practice, and now she's running around place to place to repay her fans' love. She always looks beat when I see her after dark. Miss Nyamu rose to stardom so quickly. Got her own channel, her acting commitments, her show bookings. She used to post videos on drum practice, but lately she hasn't been uploading them at all.
You're a Nyamu-chan fan then, huh?
Yeah, I got into drums in the first place because of her videos. Sometimes I watch the old uploads when I'm feeling like giving up. I wonder if she can still make music with joy these days, like she did in The Drummer Girl. Oh, sorry, I got carried away talking. The most important thing is to keep Sora safe. Let's get back to work and keep our eyes sharp.
Easy there, ain't that much stress. I got some new toys here. These babies can automatically identify unauthorized visitors. You're kidding me! Two suspicious figures in Area A. Drones out.
Two figures run through the narrow corridor. Their frantic sprint enforced by the dozens of armed drones chasing.
I should never have trusted you.
I'm just as lost as you. This never happened to anyone I have sneaked in before. When they get all this surveillance and drone power. Shoot, the drones are catching up. Run! Run! A strange sound from the man can be heard. Suddenly, the man who was accompanying Sakiko is nowhere to be seen. In his place, she finds a familiar face.
Well, are you enjoying this girl's sweet dream?
She seems smitten with all the love being showered on her. I don't think she ever wants to leave. You're responsible for all this? I thought I made it clear when you challenged me. This was never going to be easy. I demand you let me see her. Well, that's not hard. Just go straight down the corridor, all the way down, and you'll find her. If I were you, though, I'd want to see about losing these things behind you first. She's running towards the set! Sora's in danger! Stop her! Damn it!
Sakiko feels the floor grow soft beneath her feet. The door ahead of her falls away from each step she makes. There seems to be no end to this nightmarish run.
Yutenji! I want you to wake up!
Track your motions. Zoom in. Good. A little closer. Focus your face. Pan over those pale lips.
What is the meaning of a doll's existence? To stand in a shop window, imitating the emotions of those outside. To bring laughter to people with clumsy imitation. When the doll is happy, everyone smiles. Even when the doll is sad, everyone smiles. Now we bid you enjoy this doll's show.
Perfect.
Amazing!
I can't believe it! You were born to act!
I only really got the hang of this one recently. I practice in front of a mirror night after night, trying to understand the thoughts of a doll.
Understanding a doll? Wow! Now that sounds pretty out there!
It must have taken so much hard work to nail the performance, Miss Nyamu. Well, I always think I've still got a long way to go. Everyone around me is blessed with these incredible abilities.
Yutenji begins to think of her friends from the band.
There's famous child actors who were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. There's people who fall into the deepest pits and still carry on shining bright. I run until I can't run anymore, just to barely catch up to them. I have a trick or two up my sleeve, but in front of their talent really, I have nothing. So when so many people love someone so mediocre and ordinary like me, I have to work 10 times harder just to answer their appreciation. Miss Nyamu, you're incredible as is. I'm sure everyone here will agree with me when I say we all love you. Yeah, thank you everybody.
What an emotional scene, folks. It's been wonderful having our two incredible guests on set this evening. Say, while we're in the mood, I just had a little idea. Will the two of you do us the honor of reenacting that classic scene from The Drummer Girl?
Sure.
Nyamu and Sora take positions, following the instructions from their earpieces. The skies are blue. The summer breeze carries the scent of afar. The cry of the foul beasts. The sound of breathing.
Come down from the roof. No. These are my dreams. I'll shout them out at the top of my voice from the highest point around.
It is the job of an idol to be the picture of perfection, even if it takes a little lying at times.
But, You only just decided to buy a drum set. What if you end up giving up on drums? People will laugh at you. I've made up my mind. I'll play drums the rest of my life. I'll play until my hands won't move anymore.
But I gave up on drums.
My dream's to be the best drummer in Lungmen.
I did it. I became who everyone loves me for being.
No, in all of Terra.
This is fine. I'm fine. This is the recognition I wanted. The status I wanted. Is it? This? Is this really what I wanted? The cry of the foul beasts. The sound of breathing. The sound of glass breaking. A sound that shouldn't have been heard during filming. The night's breeze is cold and indifferent, yet the mind is still murky as to all that is happening.
Huh?
What happened?
Miss Nyamu? Y'all got Sora. Someone's kidnapped Nyamu. I'm after them.
The sounds of chaos from behind grow more distant by the second. When Nyamu finally snaps out of it, she finds herself and Sakiko together in freefall.
What kind of sweet dream is this? You lost your drums, you lost your friends, you lost yourself. Even if countless people adore you now, can you still call this your dream? Where's my sharp-witted, silver-tongued Yuteji-san? But... Nyamu, it's time to wake up.
Alright, I'm just casually jumping out the window, I guess. Now, before we continue, we have one new enemy. And this time it's the Clockwork Servant. Clockwork puppets seen throughout the castle, watchers of the dream who are always dozing and slacking off. They can be found mixed in with the castle's decorations and accessories, so be careful not to disturb their rest. Sure thing, boss. But yeah, now one thing is obviously becoming very obvious as we are progressing through this one. I don't know if this is gonna be the case with every single one of these stages, but there is a lot of unique CGs in this story. Like a lot. This story is literally doing the one thing that I want normal Arknight stories to do, and that is to have at least one CG per battle stage. Which is something that normal Arknights kinda lacks. I'll be quite honest, like normal storytelling kinda lacks. Most battle stages are empty, and then the last two battle stages, plus outro cutscene usually, will have like 10 all squeezed in there, which quite honestly, good thing that there's a lot of them usually at the end of the story, because a lot of explosive stuff happens at the end, of course, but I kind of wish they would also be kind of spread out throughout the whole thing. So I'm very amused by this story having so many unique CGs. And yeah, if it's not obvious yet, yeah, again, all of these stages, at least here at the beginning, will be doing the thing of per stage we're gonna be introduced to one of the characters of Ave Mujica and their backgrounds, and alongside them we're gonna have guest characters from normal Arknights, like we had here with Sora and Croissant, which is very funny. And those two at least are not characters that we haven't seen much of. I mean, they do appear alongside Texas usually. I think the last time we saw them, I can't remember if they were in Il Sirakusano, but they were in the first Sirakusan story. But I can't remember. I don't think they were in Il Sirakusano, the second one. But the first one, they were definitely in there. But the Penguin Logistics usually appears in a lot of places, so this is nothing new. Especially Lungmen. But yeah, anyway, we continue on to stage number 3. Speaking of Siracusa, we have the third stage titled Music Room's Radiance. The moonlight shines upon the orange bench, an invitation from the castle to play the melody of Evernight. The rain falls like tears, and I am but a single drop within this endless sea. In this lonely night, I am no longer lost. I do not fear being afraid. Prisoner 48038, step forward.
Sir, your orders?
Did you forget anything when going over your personal effects?
No, sir, I made sure to check everything.
Head straight down the corridor to the little window at the end and sign your name. You're free to go after that.
Yes, thank you, sir.
The sound of heavy jogging echoes down the corridor. The heavy footsteps of boots gradually drew near, echoing down the hallway. Umiri.
Here.
Get lost. I don't want to see you again this year. Umiri picks up her bass guitar case in one deft motion and strolls leisurely out of the prison. Siracusa is much the same as ever, welcoming her return with an interminable drizzle.
But there are boys and girls in every shop of the street, and the next one's over. Everyone keeps an eye out. We are not letting her run away.
Got it.
Just got news from North Street, boss. She's heading this way. Keep your eyes on her. Don't let her run off. I don't think she's trying to hide, boss. Get everyone back here, pronto!
In the narrow alleyway, a gang of ghoulish thugs surrounds the girl with the bass guitar case.
We meet again, Umiri. Huh, and here I was wondering why a pro like you never got taken in by any familia. See, after ours fell on hard times, I asked around, and that's how I learned you made your career out of being a traitor. You've gone through a dozen names bouncing around every familia out there.
Our contracts never said we couldn't do work for others. And like I said long ago, I only take my reward and fulfill the duties that match it.
Is that why you sold our secrets to our enemies?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb, you goddamn traitor! Ever since you showed up, our people have been getting screwed left and right. All thanks to me and the Dawn being stupid enough to trust you. We even invited you to join us.
Francis, I don't remember what I've done to offend you all.
What? You owe so many people you can't even remember? The Dawn's dead. Everyone's dead. We had hundreds of people and now it's just our dozen left.
What do you mean?
We busted our asses moving from Colombia to this stupid place, but you had to go and get everyone killed.
No more talk. There's enough of us here to teach her a very painful lesson today.
I don't want to have to fight with you.
Umiri tries to stay the impending clash through words, but the gang shows no signs of relenting as they approach her. She is forced to put her case down.
Alright, let's get her!
I wouldn't go any further now, Bambina. Something just started up over there. You're not safe alone. Go the long way around, quick.
Thank you for the warning.
The girl pays the passerby's advice no heed. She continues on in the exact direction she was warned against. The rain patters against the ground, washing Siracusa's every stain away. The girl steps into the alley. It is clean and tidy, so utterly spotless as to seem newly built. Siracusa's cleaners are consummate professionals. Not the slightest stench of blood hangs in the humid air.
Umiri, where are you?
You looking for Umiri?
The billiards room of a casino, Nobody would expect someone to live here. A few cardboard boxes are assembled into a makeshift bed. The most basic of toiletries fill a bag nabbed for free from a fast food joint. The billiards table is covered in envelopes containing Umiri's payment. She opens them up, one after the other, tossing the golden coins within onto the table. Soon the pile of coins stamped with Familia and Ordine has become a miniature mountain. And there, the coins are left out in the open, without the slightest protection. She wouldn't care the slightest bit if they went missing. Umiri checks over the envelope in her hand once more. There is nothing in it. She flips it over. On its front is the insignia of a familia, along with the sender's address.
She's here, boss.
The guys in the prison didn't give you any trouble, did they?
They're all friends. Besides, they know who my employer is. They wouldn't want to stick their hands in the fire. But I imagine you didn't summon me just to ask that, did you, sir?
Just concerned for a business partner, that's all.
Sir, when did we become partners? When you signed your contract with me, you wouldn't even use your familia's name.
Well, if you want to become partners, and I know you do, then let me lay my cards out. Umiri, I'd like to have you for a long-term job.
What kind of job requires us to meet face to face?
I'm thinking of inviting you into the familia.
But what did you say? There's nobody inside. Why did you insist on coming along? You're obviously afraid of her.
You're not a mafioso, you wouldn't get it. I gotta get revenge for everyone's sake.
What exactly happened between you and Umiri that you find so unforgivable?
If you ever got betrayed the way we did, you wouldn't forgive her either. Our familia was mostly ordinary folk running away from the Colombian frontier. We didn't have much of a network or resources, so we've always been looked down upon by the local familia. Fast forward a couple of years, and one day the boss decides to spend a fortune hiring someone.
And that was Umiri?
Yep. Once we hired her, it was peace and quiet for a long time. Those were the good days. Didn't have to worry about anyone raiding our place or looking for trouble at our door. But when we invited her to actually join the familia, she declined. Then the next day, she vanished, just gone. And right as we started getting suspicious, a bunch of goons stormed in to stab us in the gut. No idea who sent them. I still can't bear to look back at what happened that day. It was too much. Too much!
And you're under the impression Umiri sold you out?
Well, who else could it be? You're crazy if you think it's a coincidence.
I'm not willing to believe that Umiri would betray someone like this. The Umiri I know is much like you've described, strong and capable, a reassuring presence, and always eager to uphold her duty as part of a group.
I mean, but facts are facts.
Did you see any trace of her amongst the people in that raid?
I did not.
Then do you remember what the raid members themselves look like?
Can't forget for the rest of my life.
Sakiko takes a deep breath, moving her hand to the self-defense weapon in her pocket.
What if someone was deliberately trying to break you apart? What if someone was keeping a close eye on Umiri this entire time?
What are you trying to say?
Before Francis can react, the cabinet doors all around them are thrown wide open. Within each is a burly mobster, and all together they raise their weapons at the pair in the center of the room. No funny moves. At first, I treated it as no more than an ordinary job. A small, unremarkable familia needed my strength to find their footing in turbulent Siracusa. But with every day that passed, they came to trust me more, even letting me in on important family meetings. I knew it was never part of the contract, but I very much enjoyed the feeling of belonging with these people.
Yo, Umiri, my girl. Been a few days since I saw you. How you doing? Here's some tangerine cream pudding. If I remember right, that's your flavor of choice, yeah?
No need. I have my own.
Hey, screw you. Be a little grateful. I heard you chased all those goons harassing us all by yourself. Just wanted to show my appreciation.
Keep your distance from me. I'm just a hired thug doing what I'm paid to do. I'll be leaving once I'm done. If your boss sees the two of us getting friendly, it won't end well for you.
It'll be fine. He was telling me earlier for a while now he's been thinking of inviting you in with us.
I recommend you ask around Siracusa about my reputation.
Who needs to ask? You're the strongest person we've ever met. If you ask me, you better say yes right now. We'll get together for tonight's family dinner.
You say it's a family dinner, but it's usually more of a band concert.
Hey, we might not be the strongest familia, but you can't beat our sense of camaraderie. Besides, you join in the jam sessions plenty of times. Everyone really gets along with you, you know?
We can talk about this when I'm free.
That's what you said last time.
I'm going now.
I turned down his kind invitation. But as I walked home, my heart was filled with some nameless emotion. One I have never felt before. That night, I lay on my bed, tossing and turning. I got no sleep at all. Before the sun rose, I had packed all my things.
Who would come looking here?
Umiri, there's been a situation with the boss, and he wants you to take some of the heat.
But I already decided to.
We've made arrangements with the prison. They're waiting for you downstairs. Here's your payment. If you don't think it's enough, we can always add more. Umiri, what's gotten into you today? Say something. This is how it's always been, yeah? This is the deal. We pay up, you do the job. Come on, get going. We'll find a way to get your sentence down to 6 months. That's no time at all. You'll be out before you know it. As a hired hand, it's not uncommon at all to have to be the fall guy. I know my way around life in prison. But just this one time, this one single time, I suffered like nothing else. For 6 months, there wasn't a single moment that I wasn't thinking of getting out, of returning to the familia, to their band's parties. I'd found for myself where I belonged. But I never thought it would end like this.
Idon's dead. Everyone's dead. He had hundreds of people, and now it's just our dozen left. We busted our asses moving from Colombia to this stupid place, but you had to go and get everyone killed.
What happened in these 6 months? I don't know. The only thing I do know is that, once again, I've lost my home. Umiri, you've done a lot for me, at great personal risk to yourself. You've earned a position from me. I permit you to join my familia.
You know I've always been a lone agent. I won't be joining any familia.
Because you don't want to, or because you can't? I'm not like those ruffians who go about calling themselves Don, Umiri. Over half my life I've been here, wrangling with the big familia. They're tricky, they're sly. Never once left this poker table.
You want me to get you to a table with bigger stakes?
Clever girl.
This is separate from making a deal. I need to do a lot more thinking when it comes to joining a familia. The only thing I need to consider in a deal is the money on offer. If I'm going to be part of a familia, I need to consider the character of its leader.
I know I don't have the best reputation, but that's precisely what we have in common, isn't it? Umiri, is anyone willing to take you in, aside from me? Siracusa's a dangerous place. All you'll find under the banner of Familia Ordine are conspiracies and schemes. How long since you had a peaceful night's sleep? Lying on your cardboard boxes, dagger in hand in case anyone tries to sneak up on you. The lone wolf finally finds a home. A return to the pack, a restoration of rank and reputation, or a mutt's death in the wilds, your corpse quartered by hungry beasts. It's your choice.
Boss, she's let some suspect folks here.
Sakiko's hands are shackled behind her. She cannot move them an inch.
There was another, he managed to run. We're sending boys after him.
Do you know the Signorina, Umiri?
I don't. Don't you recall that we have all debts to settle?
Seems she holds something against you. I'll give you time. I'll give you space, Umiri. You handle this yourself.
I already said I don't know her.
This is your final test before you join my familia. This time, better not try to fake the scene with blood bags. Sakiko and Umiri are left alone in the alleyway, but both know there are people invested in how their duel ends. Umiri knows the boss is watching. Sakiko knows Morpheus is watching too.
I don't have anything against you. Why are you trying to get killed? I am here to bring you back. Bring me back? Not back to the billiards room, but back to the place you're meant to be. I don't understand what you're talking about. Even so, I have to pull you out of this. I cannot allow you to throw your life away in this manner. Your boss sent his underlings to stab Francis's people in the back. I hardly believe that the man who stabbed you in the back would grant you the home you wish for. But... Exploited like a piece, sacrificed like a pawn, again and again. Is this really the life you want? Is this the trust you so desire? In all the time we've spent here, not once have you wanted to hurt a single soul. Just a moment ago I saw your case inside. Your base is in there, isn't it? You never needed to suffer like this, Umiri. Umiri, let's get out of here. Together.
And that was our trip to Siracusa. Now before we continue, one new enemy. Playful Coreton, or Coreton? I'm not sure how to say this one. But anyway, it says, strange creations that like to gather and dance in the moonlight. They show no mercy towards those who dare to block out the light. And yeah, might not be a lot of threat on it. I mean, the attack value is just E, but the attack speed being double S, good god, they can shred a unit quick. If there's enough of them in one spot, they can shred a unit very quick. But yeah, that was our trip to Siracusa, and I'm actually surprised about this note that there was no Syracusan character present in this whole thing. It was literally just the new characters and just random mafiosi and stuff like that. Actually very interesting that they didn't actually bring back anybody from the two Syracusan story that we had so far. But maybe they just couldn't, or maybe they just didn't want to commit to a timeline or something. I don't know, but it is what it is, and we got introduced to one of the other characters now. So with that said, let's keep on moving forward. Stage number 4. Time to visit the beach, I guess? Titled A Guest Room Maze. None of the doors are marked. The layout of every room identical. Losing one's way is torturous for guests, to the enjoyment of the host.
I take my most fragile memories and wrap them up tight, until not a soul is left who knows. But even as I shout until my voice is raw, is there any hope of making her hear me? I do not fear sorrow. After enduring the rocking of the boat, stepping onto solid ground finally brings Sakiko a sense of reassurance. Appreciate you chatting with me, young miss. This island's one hell of a trip from the mainland. Why, if I only had the surface of the water for company, I'd go mad from boredom.
It was a pleasure to talk to you. I rather enjoyed hearing your tales of the sea.
Reminds me, you don't dress like a local. What brings you to this podunk little island?
I'm looking for someone.
She a local?
I don't imagine so.
That's mighty strange then. This island's all people who want to get off it. Never heard of anyone wanting to come over.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if she's here or not.
All she has in her hand is a ticket to the island. Even if it does turn out to be a prank on Morpheus's part, she has no other choice. The boatman pats her shoulder. Oh, it'll be fine. With this few people on the island, you'll be done asking if anyone's seen her in no time.
Yes.
But one thing, doesn't matter if you find her or not, you have to be back here by noon. Not many boats come this way. If you miss this one, when it leaves, you'll be stuck until next month.
But it's nearly...
Sorry, not much I can do. I can wait for you some, but it's not safe on the season night. We need to be back on the mainland before sundown.
Right, I'll be going now then. Do-re-mi. Yes, I can hear you. Do-re-mi. I just went through it again, further away. Were you unable to hear it? Yes, I didn't hear anything just now. Let me get that blindfold off of you first. How are my results? I hate to say this, but compared to last time, it seems like the range you can hear has gotten even smaller. I see. Okay, I understand. I'll be more aware of environmental conditions on my future surveys. Hey, Fiala, you should cherish your personal safety more. How long have you been on the island? I arrived 2 months ago. Your hearing is getting worse, but we don't have a former doctor here who can help you. There should be a boat at the dock today. I'll pack your luggage for you, and then you can set off for home. I can't. I still have one last round of data to collect from the volcano here. But your health... Before I came here, I had a doctor at Rhodes Island give me a health assessment. While my situation isn't very optimistic, I did promise her I would be back within 3 months. She knows how important my volcanological research is to me, so she agreed to me coming here in the end. I love volcanoes, Miss Uika. just as much you love the stars. Wasn't the very first time we met up on the mountain that night when I got lost and stumbled upon you watching the stars? Next time you head up there to survey, remember to call me along. Yes, of course. The weather's so fine this morning. Miss Uika, could you sing a song to me? Some music would go perfectly with weather like this, while we gaze out at the volcano and the sea far away. Alright, I'll come in a little closer.
Uika narrows the gap between the two of them. She sees Eofiala's little ears perk up, the hearing aids visible inside. She takes a deep breath. As I paint the twisted sky, I think. I wish you'd, without wings, just fall. I touched something sacred. Tonight, become my myth.
That was beautiful! Thanks. Who wrote this song? I don't think I've heard it elsewhere. Is it a local song? I don't know either. It's probably just something I heard before, and it's just stuck in my memory. But Miss Uika, you look so sad right now.
Uika Mutsumi? John, you ever heard of that name? I don't recall. Sounds like someone not from the island.
Could I trouble you to keep thinking over it, sir? I heard from an old woman nearby that you're the most social person on this island, and that you know more people than anyone else. I'm sure something you know could serve as a lead?
Not many people on the island, though. If none of us at all have heard the name, it must be a newcomer, right? Hey, wait, wasn't there talk about some weirdo living in a villa on the volcano's backside?
I think there was someone there, yeah. Can't quite remember her name, but I wanna say she's the only one you could be looking for.
Where is she right now?
Well, follow the road circling the island north for 20 kilometers. Once you reach the back of the mountain, you'll see the villa.
Alright, 20 kilometers. That should be about half an hour by car.
We don't have cars here.
You don't have cars?
Didn't you realize when you came here? We don't have cars.
But the roads are clearly well maintained.
We wanted to attract tourists to the island. We fixed everything up and nobody came. We just ended up even more broke. If you're in a hurry, Missy, borrow this here bike. It's not in the prettiest shape, but there's more use in it still. If you pedal hard, you should make it in about 2 hours.
Sakiko looks at the old bicycle behind the old man. Its frame is shabby and worn out, nearly denuded of paint. Everything about it screams scrap heap. Good luck! Been a long time since we saw any new faces here. Hope you find who you're looking for. Oh, and enjoy your time on the island.
Thank you, sir. If you'll excuse me then.
Sakiko places a foot lightly on the pedal.
As long as this bike can move. No problem.
Careful there, you're heading straight downhill!
The warning comes a little too late. The girl and the dilapidated bike are already careering out of control as they shoot down the slope.
That wasn't that funny.
Oh, she really is far too funny.
Morpheus. I think that was a bit bored.
Shut it. She is the one who agreed to this bet. I'm only abiding by our terms. I'll find her weak spot, I'm telling you, and once I do, I'll spin her a dream from which she'll never wake. She'll learn. I am the Castle of Dreams' most talented dream spinner. There's no way Lattice could be better than me. The sun's nearly overhead, and there's not much shade under the trees. It's getting rather hot now. My residence is close by. Why don't we go there to sit down? Oh, wow, it really is cooler the moment you step inside. This living room is so big. It must get cold in the winter, right? The house warms up very quick if I light the fireplace. The one over there, see? But when I'm by myself, a little heater by the sofa is enough. Wow, I had no idea at all you were so well off. I think you're misunderstanding something. I'm not an heiress or anything. I'm just the housekeeper here. Am I going to disturb the owner? No, don't worry. I'm the only one here right now. The owner of the place, she hasn't been back for a very long time. It, sounds like you really miss her. Yes, our relationship might be a bit more special than master and servant. She was the first one to see me as I am. She was the first one to ever make friends with me. She loved playing the piano. I would sit next to her and sing along. At first, we were happy. So very happy. But then, why did she leave? Why would she leave this island here? Her home? Why indeed. Maybe, just maybe it was only me who wanted to stay here?
The bicycle's creaking grows ever more shrill, and Sakiko's balance is increasingly precarious. Matters are unhelped by her waning stamina. At a sharp turn, the bicycle flies completely out of control, and Sakiko's inertia sees her abruptly tumble away. She pulls her body up, gritting her teeth through the pain. With great effort, she lifts her head to look to her destination. At the foot of a distant mountain, she sees the vague outline of a house.
That's...
As she stares at it, countless unfamiliar memories flood into her mind out of nowhere.
That's...
In Uika's dream, Sakiko and her played there as children. When they grew up, they lived there together.
These are all part of Uika's dream? Well, you did see it, yes? Oh, all these sweet dreams I spun for her, but this Uika girl, her biggest wish is to be with you. Problem, at the end of each dream, she's all alone. You always vanish suddenly. Sakiko Togawa, you're a cruel, cruel person. I? Cruel? Then the past give you the whole sermon. Dreams are the truest thoughts of the heart's depths, and in the heart of Uika Mutsumi, well, the more she longs to be with you, the less she can touch you. I can weave a tiny little uninhabited isle just for the two of you, and yet all she can do is experience the pain of losing what she gains, again and again and again. This little happiness of hers is doomed to slip through her fingers like sand. What kind of heart holds such despair that even dreams can't cure it? Uika, I'm going to pull you out of this nightmare. Are you really? Are you really? Now that's something I love to see. The look of helpless, raging humiliation all over your face, that is!
As Morpheus cackles with wild abandon, a faraway boat sounds its horn. The signal that it is about to return to the mainland. When you repeat something countless times over, you grow numb to it. When you repeat the same day countless times over, you fall into its cycle. It's imperceptible, inescapable, an interminable, indefinite, impenetrable dream. Every day she wakes from her bed in the early morn to the chirp of mountain fowl beasts. If she wishes to laze about longer, nobody will stop her. She simply sticks her head back under her blanket. Once she makes her bed, she heads to the kitchen for a simple breakfast. A fried egg, bread, milk. What she wants to eat and what she wants to drink are all up to her in the moment. She sits by the piano, pressing a key, bringing its untuned strings to the correct pitch, little by little. After some time, however much, it is the next string's turn to be tuned. By the time the final string is tuned, the first string has lost its pitch. And so it goes, again and again and again. Uika lies down on the summer-fed meadow and gazes at the starry sky above. She knows that even if the positions of the stars seem no different from yesterday, in truth, they are constantly shifting about. Two stars next to each other now will, after 100 million years, become incredibly distant, that even if we assign the meaning, that meaning will be lost. Just like the relationship between people. Today, too, that child didn't come back. Here on this deserted island, a dream of smoke and mirrors is built out of nothing but faint memories. Trapped in a cage of recollection, as if but a doll. Obsession and sorrow fill her body. They grow, they grow. But she cannot move.
At first, I figured she had some flash of inspiration and went out for a walk. It was only later I learned from the dock worker she'd gotten on a ship leaving the island that same day. Why don't you go and look for her? I've lived out days like today so many times, to the point I'm not even sure if they're real or not. I can't remember what she looks like anymore. I can't remember her name. Maybe this is where I belong, in the end, waiting here silently.
Waiting here for her return or my death? There'll come a day that the well of my sorrows dries up. There'll be no more tears and no more weeping. Some far-flung place nobody cares about. That's the best place I can belong. No.
Miss Uika, you're crying. That means you haven't given up yet, right? This isn't the ending you want, right? At least tell her how you feel, face to face. If I can make out what you mean, I'm sure she can too. How can you reach her if you don't shout at the top of your lungs? I can hear your voice. Me. Surely she must be able to. But with your hearing in this condition, I can't leave you by yourself. Don't say that. I'm a Rhode Island operator. With all the training that entails, you don't have to worry about me. You've already done so much for me, Miss Uika, and by all rights, we were complete strangers. You should look deep in your heart and ask yourself, what do you really want to do right now? I want to find her. Nothing, really. I can read lips, Miss Uika.
Look, you can't escape. I confine you as you weaken. You know I want. I want you so. I want. Uika's awareness snaps back, only to find herself running with all her might. Her chest burns hard like never before, a sensation that leaves her lightheaded even. The last strand of her sanity asks her the same question on loop. If you can't remember her name, or even her face, how will you find her among all the endless people on this land?
But I want to see her. I don't care what it takes. I want to see her again.
Her voice is a step ahead of her legs, flying straight for her heart. And with every ounce of power she has, she runs after her voice. Sakiko makes it to the villa in one piece. It is all exactly as Morpheus showed her.
Uika! The same layout, the same decoration. Even the books on the shelves are the exact same. Why?
The floor is spotless. The kitchen boasts an overwhelming array of silverware, and a grand dining table to seat a dozen or more. Sakiko cannot imagine Uika living in a place like this by herself.
Since it's a dream, is it not? You could have just taken the painful parts and throw them away completely. I'm sure she felt this place was very important to the two of you.
Huh?
You must be the owner of this villa. Miss Uika just left. Where did she go? She finally recognized her own heart. She's set on finding you.
Wanna get on the boat?
Yes, I'd like a ticket off this island.
Oh? Well, you'll have to wait a bit. I'm holding up for another passenger. That young lady's still not back. Hope she found who she was looking for.
It's fine, I can wait.
Halfway through her sentence, Uika forces the words back down her throat. Fortunately, the boatman doesn't seem to notice. The sea's rough at night and the fog gets thick. It ain't good sailing. I've got your safety to worry about, you know? Hey, listen to the signal tower go. The guy running it wants us gone already.
I can see him up there. He's waving a flag at us.
Oh, Boozan needs the beer I bring him every month. Safe travels and don't forget my beer. Doesn't mind if I forget anything else, long as he gets his hooch. With his rumbling over, the boatman heaves his steps onto the boat. The sea wind carries its horn through every corner of the island. As she looks back at the isle of countless joys and sorrows, Uika finds there's not much she wants to say.
Don't forget me.
You couldn't have forgotten. We lived here since we were children. I trust that we will meet again.
Uika! Uika! Uika!
Sakiko's voice is already hoarse. The waves crash on and on against the coast, but they carry no response. The boat has already left the island. Now she's the only one here, alone.
A girl who has waited day and night finally finds it in herself to set off in search of her partner. But who could have foreseen that they'd pass like ships in the night at the last moment? Such a pity. Tell you the truth, I never thought she'd choose to leave. If she'd followed the ending I'd laid out for her, she would have forgotten all about you and lived a blissful, carefree life here. But I see now, I underestimated your influence on her. I'm a good sport. This round is a draw. Shame, though. With the speed the boat's going at, she'll be in a nautical pickle pretty soon. What? Making an entire island for the two of you was tiring enough. What, next you want me to create the entire continent of Terra so your pathetic farce can play out over and over? No, the boat's about to reach the edge of this dreamland, and once it does, she'll fall into the next one. Another cycle, another reset. She's bound to forget about you in the end. No, I'm going to find a way to catch her. Sorry, out of time.
Sakiko feels a burst of cold under her feet. Somehow, seawater has crept up to her ankles. Dark clouds gather where the sea and sky meet, punctuated by rays of dazzling light.
Uika!
The water rises with a fervor. Sakiko senses something dragging her down towards the abyss.
Uika! Wait for me!
Gloom, cold, suffocation. The water strains against her eardrums, while oxygen is left in her lungs slowly dwindles, as does the feeble light from above. Her sight blurs, salty, bitter seawater forcing its way into her mouth, in a bid to occupy the last vestiges of her consciousness. And so she falls and falls, down to the seabed, a place that knows no light.
Saki. Saki. Saki.
A voice approaches, though she cannot tell from where.
Where am I? Who is calling for me? Come on. Wake up.
It is a familiar voice, one she has not heard in a very long time. The cold, waterlogged seabed is gone, was never here. In its place, dry land and swirling eddies of dust.
Who?
Sakiko struggles to open her eyes. A pale strand of hair greets her.
Saki, are you okay? Mutsumi? I'm here.
Such simple words, and yet they bring tears to Sakiko's eyes. It's no fault of the sand in the air, she knows that, for only she knows just how helpless she feels in this moment. If she speaks now, her voice will break, but she can't afford to care about that. All she can think of is to clutch at the final straw she has.
Mutsumi, what do I do?
Alright. We have one new enemy here, and then we will continue. Sleep Companion Beast. Well, not sure if I should call this guy an enemy, but anyway. Large and strong companion beast in the never-waking story, carrying sleepers to wherever they may sleep soundly, though it does not know the way well. And yeah, I said I'm not sure if I should call this guy an enemy because if this guy passes through the gate, you're not losing any points unless he is carrying an enemy. Then yes, you will lose points for the enemy carried. Outside of that, he's just a good fluffy boy, I guess. Interesting. But yeah. Also, am I the only one who is getting like very doomed Yuri vibes from these characters, especially Sakiko and Uika as a combo? All right, I can see some special feelings between these two, or at least from Uika, if nothing else. I've not watched the anime, as I said before, but this is definitely giving me those vibes. Also, Fiala is back for a story. Yay! It's been a while. It's been a while since the second Siesta story, but yeah, is back for a brief moment, and the little shitstar Morpheus is definitely something special. Good lord, she is just having a cackle at everything that is happening. My god. But anyway, this is where we're gonna be wrapping up for today's part. Next time we're gonna continue. And also, by the way, we're not fully done with the story. This is just where we're wrapping up the story. This episode is still going. There's still a tiny bit more to add to this part. But this is where we're gonna wrap up the story parts. And yeah, so far it's very interesting. I'm very curious to see how they're gonna wrap up. What more we're gonna learn about the Castle of Dreams and its crew and what is happening there. And how they're gonna wrap up the story in general. I'm very, very curious, but we'll see about that next time. Next part is probably also gonna be the final one. These cutscenes are very short. I'm presuming the last stage or two are gonna ramp up in length a tiny bit, but I honestly don't think it's gonna be too much, considering considering how short these were. I mean, even the introductory cutscene was like, what, 20 minutes? 25 at most? So I don't presume the last couple of scenes are gonna be like super long, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm also interested to see how this story is gonna wrap up. How are we? What's gonna be the excuse for these characters actually gonna be part of Rhode Island, or if they're gonna actually explain how they got here in general. But I did say there is one more thing to do, and that thing is here in the menu. Obviously, a couple of days have already passed. And this here has been updating. So, as we are acquiring the characters through the story or making contact with them, I guess. Well, not all of them. 2 of them are missing. I was actually expecting Yumenji to be here on one of these chairs, but apparently she is not. But Uika is, who, as we seen in the cutscene just now, they didn't meet. So I'm kind of baffled by the order of these characters right now, but alright, they keep on getting added to the chairs and we'll see what happens. I'm presuming this is gonna be something here. I don't know what, please don't spoil it. If something happens here and I see it for the first time, you're gonna get a nice little reaction clip to it. But I'm excited to see what this is gonna be. This seems to build up to something, and it's a very unique looking menu as well with the actual character chibis. So we'll see, I guess. But as part of this menu, we have something else. We have these little letters where the Rhode Island personnel and liaisons are giving us prop materials, which are actual furniture pieces. So let's read what these letters say. First one is from Closure, a message from the store. I heard the stage setup for the masquerade has begun. I, as a fan, definitely have to help out. Don't be shy. These are old tables from Rhodes Island that were just sitting around, and I've refurbished them to suit the band's style. They'll definitely come in handy, so please make sure to invite me to the masquerade. Our next one comes from Vigna. Operator message. These are stage decorations my bandmates and I prepared. Hope they can be of some use. As a fellow band member from Rhodes Island, if there's anything else you need help with, just ask. Even when things get tough, we play without holding back. Isn't that what rock and roll is about? Let's jam sometimes. The next one comes from Vormi, who hasn't even appeared yet in the story, but we'll see. I guess she's gonna appear at some point. but it says Engineering Department Order. Hello, these are the lighting fixtures from your order. We've adjusted their appearance to match the requested style. After confirmation, we'll help install them on the stage. Well, I don't quite understand it, but this stage really looks so amazing and cool. If it's possible, could I bring my friends to attend too? It's sure to be a truly magnificent and unforgettable masquerade. And our current final one is from Iris, a message from the Castle of Dreams. How are the members of Ave Mujica doing? I heard that your masquerade on Rhodes Island is being delightedly prepared, so please allow me to contribute as well. These were originally furniture pieces from the Castle of Dreams, and I've sent them over to add some vibe to the atmosphere. We are very much looking forward to the official start of the masquerade, and the children are also impatient. I wish you all the best. Very wholesome messages. One other thing, and this is a little whoopsie-doopsie that I did on my part. Considering that we made it all the way to stage 4, that obviously means that one of the members has already joined the group. The next one comes from stage 5, the 3 members. And I accidentally hit the collect all button and I was like, oh, well, rip. Usually I keep these for these episodes to acquire the members as part of the whole thing, but I guess for next time I'm gonna have to remember to not accept at least stage 5 rewards so I can have it for the video. But we'll see. Another little thing I forgot to say at the beginning of the video is as well, I have not done my polls yet. As part of this event we are getting 2 free 10 polls. One we got on day 1, one is I think on day 8. I will keep both of those, or rather I will wait until I get the second 10 poll and then I'm gonna record my poll video for this event. Have not done it yet. Look, if they're giving 2 free 10 polls, I am as sure as hell gonna be waiting for the second one, so I can actually use both of them up at the same time and not, you know, get all the characters before I even get to the next free 10 poll. But that's gonna be coming up in the next couple of days, so stay tuned and you will see when the video goes up. I'm looking forward to the poll session. Hopefully it's not gonna be horrendous. Hopefully it's gonna be very generous. But yeah, this is gonna be it for this first part. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will now go and get myself some throat medicine because the last 2 days of recording have been a lot of high-pitched voices and noises and stuff like that. And look, I can only stomach so many high-pitched squeaks. This story is honestly easy to voice through. It's most of the thing that is making it very hard to voice through, however, is that, like, in good old either idol or girl band fashion, anime fashion, 90% of the crew is female, and in these stories, and it's kind of like, come on, can you not give me a couple of male operators in the mix just to ease my pain, so I can have a nice little bounce balance between jumping from one end of the spectrum to the other? Game, please. But anyway, regardless, story so far, like I said, is very interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this is gonna end. But that will be for next time. Potentially, like I said as well, next time is gonna be the finale as well in one go, but we shall see. But until then, hope you enjoyed this first part. If you did so, please consider leaving a like, it would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you want to support me more directly, memberships are open on the channel. As I always say, no video will be behind a membership, it's purely there for support. So thank you very much to all the members already doing so. Also, as a quick side note, maybe not this first part, but if there's any kind of extra music in this thing that is that is gonna be from the anime, there's a very high chance this is gonna be copyright stricken. So if anyone wants to join the membership even for a month just to earn me the usual $1 or $2 from the video, please do so. Look, I am very skeptical on these videos doing anything, especially if some copyright claim comes up, then it's gonna be dry. It's gonna be absolutely dry. So if anybody can just pick up even the $1 one, the €1 one, it's gonna be, look, you're gonna be financing 700 views worth with that one for a month. I'm not even joking about that, by the way. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much to all the members already doing so. Much appreciated. And I hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye. Okay, well, this is, just regular world, modern day. I guess I should have expected that. Okay. Nyamu Tenji. This is gonna be interesting. I know nothing about these characters. I know nothing about these characters, so this is gonna be very interesting to figure out.
I don't.
This this is now reminding me. I should maybe, considering these characters exist in an anime, maybe I should look. Maybe I should look up how they actually sound. Because currently, as of this first episode, I haven't done the polls yet, so I don't know. I'm purely guessing right now how their behavior is. Maybe I should. She's kind of easy to guess. She's probably the quiet type. What's the other one called? Sakiko is probably the normal tone type, and I mean the first one that appeared is literally the Nya type. Good God. Okay, but I should still probably look up how they sound just to get an impression for their behavior at least. Anyway.
Well, ban or not, I don't care. What?
I feel like this is something from the show right now. I feel like also the thing they mentioned just a moment earlier about a fight that they had. I feel like that is something from the show. Okay. Oh shit. Hi. Immediately starting with a CG. That's very early. Interesting. Time to get up, sleepyhead. It's a beautiful day. Oh. Now we're suddenly here. Okay. Well, this Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They get, like, normal Rhode Island operator drip? or employee drip? Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. It looks very good. God, the Rhode Island jackets are just such a good drip. Anyway. Oh, Vigna. I just realized Vigna. Is Vigna waking her up? Okay. Good God, Vigna, it's... okay, wait, let me think. When was... when was the first... Oh, sorry, the last time I saw you in a story? I think that was the first Siesta story, right? I think that was the only story she was ever in. That was even just for a brief freaking moment that she was in that story. Good God, it's been a while.
What was that strange scene and those people?
Interesting. So she thinks right now that the scene she watched, which is, I mean, more than likely her normal life, was a dream? Okay, interesting. I wonder where the story is gonna go. How are they twisting this? How are they twisting this collab? Rainbow Six at least had an excuse of weird technology transporting people, while what was the other property? The other animated property. The other two animated properties had an excuse of both of them coming from worlds where, let's just call it stuff for borderline magic or actual magic is real, so walking through like a portal into another dimension is kind of like excusable. This one is gonna be interesting how they're gonna twist an explanation for whatever the shit is happening here. Oh shit, hi. Oh, hi. Oh. Ah, the fairy tales, the dreams. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion how we're twisting this story. Okay. Okay, are we gonna finally get some Finally gonna get some lore on these characters. This has been, this has been overdue. This has been very overdue.
Then 2 days ago, I got a letter from her, and inside was a...
That's a typo. Oh boy, here we go again. Typos already. Well, this is early actually. Holy shit. Oh, interesting. Oh, very interesting. This is how we're doing the progression in this one. Cute. Nah, interesting. Music and enemies? The moons are bright tonight. What could possibly be dangerous in here? Take care of her. I heard that in this castle a great many creations come to life when the moonlight shines on them. Don't be deceived by its quiet stance in the corner now. Our attacks won't do any meaningful damage to it. Aha. Aha. Teeth. I'm presuming, shit, what were they called again? What were they called again in English? Milk teeth? Is it also milk teeth? I can't remember. I guess I'm gonna see by the name of this thing. But once the moonlight's shone on it enough, it'll quickly gain consciousness and come to life. Living creatures are very hostile to guests. Don't be fooled by their cute exteriors. Cute, sure. Snoozing Mauler, tooth-shaped object in a dream, a manifestation of the wish to eat sweets to one's heart's delight without fear of cavities. That is why they would rather stay forever in a fairy tale than wake up. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I did not. Attacks inflict nervous impairment. Oh god, this shit is back. Okay.
I tried to write about all I'd gone through, show it to others, but nobody wants to read about oppression and despair.
Oh, girl, you're in the perfect place and in the perfect game for oppression and despair. Good god. Oh.
You know, I was up on a high place today, and I kept standing up and looking down. But I had all the letters she wrote to me in my pocket. I kept every last one, and I just kept holding on to them.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I don't like where this is going. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Oh god.
I unveiled each and every character she'd penned. Mr.
Decay Tooth. Oh, I see. Miss Dolly. Uh-oh. That's a bad one. Gender band Dolly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening right now? You wandered into a dream all of a sudden? Are you alright? She turns around. Whoa! Furry much? Who the fuck are you? 3 eyes. Oh, is this maybe... Okay, this has to be one of the other fairies then, I guess. Oh, is this the one that was mentioned earlier? Maybe? Probably. Huh, you're interesting. Oh, what the shit? Now we're here? And the player crashed. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh? Huh? What's happening now? Oh, is she in the Castle of Dreams? That's what is that what's happening here? What in the fuck are you? You are adorable as fuck. I want all 3 of you. Oh, they're sad now. Don't make them sad. Uh-oh. Oh my, did someone come too? Who the fuck are you? Oh, I see. That, in quotes, person just now that looked like a giant furry guy, was probably just her puppet? Okay, you're another person that operates in the castle. You're another fairy, aren't you? Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, we're getting fairy lore here. That's very interesting. That's, well, Considering I don't pay attention to trailers and everything, that's not what I expected from this story, but I'm welcoming this shit, cause, that was one of the factions we barely have any info on, so, hell yeah.
Yes, Morpheus.
Morpheus? Are you gonna have a blue and a red pill for me?
Welcome to the Castle of Dreams. I am its current master.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. So, where is my red and blue pill? Interesting name as well. To be picked for you, Morpheus, huh? Alright. Oh, hi. Okay. They're all here. Just sleeping in a circle. Uh-huh. Wow, this story has way more front-loaded CGs than the usual Arknights kind. Usually in any Arknight story you get like maybe 3, 4, or 5 in the first half, and then the last like 2 stages get like 10. This is new. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Getting teasers to everybody, huh? This is cute. Okay. Yeah, this is now changing to cameras and stuff like that, and share in the background. Okay. I'm gonna presume as we're gonna be diving through these dreams, these backgrounds are gonna be changing depending on which of the dreams we're covering with these stories. Alright, cool. That's actually cool.
Before the gaze of thousands upon thousands, I am still as a doll. I go where they want me to go. I make these sounds they want me to make. I do not fear love.
That sounds like lyrics to a song. Okay. Oh wow, this is a completely new model. Okay. New NPCs.
Hospital called. Director and scriptwriter got put in the same ward. In facing beds.
Perfect. Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I now introduce our celebrity guest tonight,
Sora. Oh my god, actually showing. Whoa. What the Getting flashbanged. My god. Epilepsy.
Good evening, Nyamu.
Oh god, I hate it so much. This character is gonna be the death of me. I'm gonna die of cringe.
been heard during filming.
Oh shit. Wow, this story really has a lot of CGs at the very start. What the shit? Whoa. Yep, backgrounds are changing. Oh boy, what the shit? The taxi? Daggers? Uh-huh. Oh shit, hi. Even more CGs. Holy hell. SS4. Okay, we're getting the next one, I'm guessing. Palm trees. Okay, so wait, let's see. So that was Nyamu. That was her. Who's this gonna be? We have the blonde girl and we have the... Sorry if I'm not remembering their names from the top of my head. The blonde one and we have the green one. I'm gonna say this is gonna be the blonde one, probably. This screams some beachside, or yeah. There's a. I actually just noticed there's a lighthouse in the back. This is gonna be probably the blonde one then. Okay. Guest room maze. None of the doors are marked. The layout of every room identical. Losing one's way is torturous for guests to the enjoyment of the host. Whoa, this is a completely new background image. What the shit? Whoa, what the shit? This is a completely new background image. I've never seen this before. I mean, so were a couple of the other ones, but they were kind of like just streets of a modern day town. This one is this one just looks like a normal seaside, almost Mediterranean. Yeah, this looks like it could be somewhere around the Mediterranean Sea. Huh, interesting. Oh, Aya! Okay, it is the blonde girl. Aya! Oh, okay, we're bringing a lot of old people back. Jesus. What was that sound effect? It's literally a guy I'm doing it right now. What the fuck? That's funny. That's a funny sound effect. Anyway. And she literally just missed her. Yep. Fuck's sake. Well, this is the first one she actually missed. I mean, the boat is still there. Maybe the guy can see her and turn the fuck around and come and pick her up. Oh, it's the green one. No, was she literally yoinked in the most brutal way to the other dream?